People, YouTube family, how's everybody doing out there? I'm Vernon Kid here, coming to you again. Welcome back to another edition of my comic review. Hope everybody enjoyed Blue Goblin comics review. I'm a little early this time, guys, with the review, but nonetheless, I'm here to review. And sit back, relax, grab yourself a cheese sandwich, and enjoy. I just put that other part in there for you. The first book I'm going to do is a book that came out last week that I said I was going to review on this week's episode. So let's get to it, shall we? And that book is the one-shot of Green Arrow Industries. Can we build one for you? This one-shot was good for the Flashpoint story timeline. Ollie in this book reminded me of Tony Stark in his early days when he used to, was an arms dealer. Came off pretty much like Tony Stark. I saw a lot of similarities between them, kind of womanizers and kind of jerks and dickheads, sleeping around with a lot of women, having a lot of babies with a lot of girls. And it's kind of funny that I mentioned babies because in this book, Ollie pretty much was nearly got killed by one of his kids, a child he had with Vixen. What? Yeah, he slept with Vixen, had a child, she came after him, tried to kill him. There you go. Pretty much that's the whole gist of this book. But it was good. I did enjoy it. Alright, move on to this week's books. And we're going to start off with Batman Beyond number 7. Adam Beechin still writing this book. This is the last issue of the story arc Industrial Revolution. And that cover is pretty badass. And we actually see Terry fighting a villain from his past, or I should say from his rogues gallery. That is really cool. I'm glad to see he didn't die in the animated series. Excuse me. This still reads like an episode of Batman Beyond. Really good. Good dialogue between Bruce and Terry. Good. We get to see a little bit of what's going on with the other supporting cast, like Max and Terry's ex, Dana. That's right. In the book, Dana and him are no longer together. The fight between Blight, I'm going to spoil that for you guys. Yes, it's Blight. Blight and Terry was great. Something happens to old Bruce in this. Nothing bad. It's just about his company, but it's good. And this was really good. It just kind of pains me that, I don't know what's going to happen to this book after the whole DC relaunch. But this was really good. Alright, let's keep going with some more Flashpoint, shall we? Flashpoint, Abin, Green Lantern, 2 of 3. One more. This was good. This was good. So far, I can say right now, this and the other Flashpoint tie-ins I'm reading, I think Abin is probably one of my tops that I like. But this was really good nonetheless. We get to explore a little bit more of Abin, what makes him think, what makes him tick. We see why he would come to Earth. We also have a confrontation with another one of his fellow Lanterns, and that is where the climactic cliffhanger ends. And that's all I'm going to say about this. But it was good. And nonetheless, I can't wait, and I put the emphasis on can't wait to see what happens in issue number 3. Okay, one more Flashpoint tie-in before the main story. This was Sensei's pick of the week. Batman, Night of Vengeance, number 2. Oh my god. What the hell? And I mean that in a good way. This was excellent. Dark, gritty, not pulling any punches, basically. It was going for a first round knockout in this book. Brian Arezzo was going for a first round knockout. He wanted to get us glued to this little story. And you know what? He did a good job, because the cliffhanger in this book was like, what? Good stuff. Good stuff. And Flashpoint, number 3. 2 more to go before it all comes to an end. Project Superman revealed. Dialogue between these 3 characters right here. Good stuff. Dialogue between just these 2 characters. Bruce and Thomas and Barry. Between these 2 characters. We get to see what Superman looks like in this world. And let me just say, without spoiling a lot, that's it. It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty, people. Did you just hear what Hulkman just said? It's a sad day to be a Superman fan, because it ain't pretty in this book at all. And for all those who are crypto fans, it's a sad day to be a crypto fan too in this book. But nonetheless, still good. Those Kubert boys know how to draw. And I can say that Jeff Johns guy still knows how to write. But nonetheless, it was good. Liking that more than I'm liking Fear itself. Last book for DC that I got, and Secret 6, number 35. Gail Simone. Miss Simone. Thank you, my lady. You still do a good job on this book. I was very, very entertained, impressed. You're going out, you too are going for a knockout. And I don't even know if you box, but if you do, you are trying to knock us out, because that's exactly what I'm seeing you're going for. You're going for a knockout. And that cover is badass. The story was badass. The dialogue was great between all the members. It wasn't just one person of the 6 shining. Everybody shined in this book. And one of my favorite lines in this book, and I quote, and I shouldn't even said that, because now that's making me remind me of a jerk that I don't like. Bane says something to Catman in this book that was just a really good line. He says, basically, I didn't break the bat. The bat broke me. I'll leave it at that. Good stuff. Alright. Move to Marvel. Fear Itself. Number 4. 3 more to the end of this event. I can't really think of anything to say about this, because it's kind of a fail, basically, people. Bottom line it, Bucky Barnes is dead. Why? Because it doesn't make sense to me, because first of all, I just read last week comics. We had Captain America 619. Bucky, with the help of Black Widow, escapes from the Russian jail he was in. Now he's a fugitive on the lam. So that's why I've always been concerned with the events like this. So Bucky's a fugitive, but he's in this book and he dies. Steve's back in the costume, and it's just, I don't know what to say. I think Gabi summed it up best. Marvel is forcing us kind of like this, and that's not right. That's all I can say about that. Alright. Moon Knight. Number 3. Bullseye. On the cover. Is Bullseye alive? Or is he dead? Or is he a ghost? This book, I said before, Bendis is kinda trying something new, and I wasn't really feeling it. But this book actually got me to switch my little thinking and say, you know what? This was actually good. Hey, you know, this was really good. It's like eating a good steak. You lick your chops and you're like, hey, that was good. That's exactly what I did on this. This was good. The dialogue between Mark, aka Moon Knight, Mark Spector, and Echo was good. What I also will tell you is he's still investigating who wanted to buy Ultron's head, as well as who is this kingpin of LA. But it's good stuff. Really good. I really enjoyed this one. Mr. Bendis, you actually knocked one out of the park, sir, with this one. Let's see if you can keep it up. Pray for that, my Moon Knight fans. And last but not least, Spider-Girl number 8, the final issue. No, don't cry. Don't cry. Ayana, Corazon, Peter Parker. They make a good team. They feed off each other very well. It's like a good tag team duo. They work so well together. When you got a cohesive tag team, everything is fine. And that's what we get in this book. We also find out that Ayana has been starting to regain her powers back. But how? Why? She also finds the person responsible for her father's death. And she takes down the corporation known as Raven that kind of wanted her anyway to be an operative for her. But is nonetheless... Oh yeah, Red Hulk makes an appearance in this book again. And she says to him, you know, I still hate you, but you're kind of cool. But yeah, the triumphant end to this book. Paul Tobin still does a good job, but it's the end. But not, because it all has, the reason why she's gained her powers back in a way, guys, is it has something to do with a certain event that's coming up in the Spider-Man universe. That's basically all I'll say about that. So we'll see her return in that. But it was good nonetheless. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you finished your cheese sandwich, like I said you should get. And you guys, take it easy. This is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned. I'll see you later.